This show is brought to you in partnership with the Local Enterprise Authority, or LEA. Mohwebi, re go tlhoma ko pele.
A very good evening to you at home and a warmest welcome to Prime Time Live. Now we kickstart off the program by joining LEA as they were joined by the Assistant Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry to visit Kutla Incubation Center and the SMEs that are incubated there just to interact with them.
Prime Time Live.
Just recently, the Assistant Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, Honourable Molebatsi, visited the Kutla Incubation Center to appreciate the facility and interact with some of the incubated clients. Having started operations in October of 2017, the Kutla Incubation Center has since then trained individuals on the manufacturing of various products as well as providing them with the necessary business management skills that will enable them to start and grow their businesses beyond the incubation period. Despite the challenges posed by COVID-19, business has got to continue. And so today we're going to join the Assistant Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, Molebatsi, as he tours the Kutla Incubation Center to get to appreciate the different businesses that are housed at this facility. The Kutla Incubation Center was primarily established to impart technical and business management skills to individuals aspiring to become entrepreneurs. The center currently houses 8 companies in the service and manufacturing sectors. Some of the businesses that the Assistant Minister toured included Sunflower Desserts, Len Bakeries, Dapa Stillwater, Maungo Craft, Shadow Fragrances and Cosmetics, Floritech, and Aeronautical Solutions. Shadow Fragrances and Cosmetics formulate and manufacture skincare products made from Botswana and Africa's natural oils and butters for the beautiful African glow. Shadow products are available at Trans Gaborone, Jumbo and Square Mart.
We have been in LEA for about 8 months now. Yes. We're operating from home or initially. We've been in LEA for 8 months and a lot has happened in that 8 months. We have seen our packaging revolve, our branding was more competitive. We have managed to get all our certifications in place, our testing of the products, not just testing but then it's international standards. One of the cosmetic chemists that we use is EU certified. That is preparing us for the EU market and for the American market. EU certified? Yes, the cosmetic that we use, cosmetic chemist that we use is EU certified. And with her stamp, then we are able to then penetrate the EU market at much ease, at much ease.
The next business that the Assistant Minister visited was Dapa Water, a bottled water production company. The company sells 500 milliliters, 750 milliliters, 1.5 liters, and 5-liter bottled water. Dapa Water uses the process of reverse osmosis to rid water of any bacteria and harmful fluoride. Dapa also personalizes 500 milliliter water bottles for companies, social and corporate events.
Business ya metsi no kila gana le gap ya market ya business ya metsi. Then that's when we decided to buy a plant very similar one go dira metsi.
It seems there's water everywhere. Everybody's making water nowadays. I won't mention your competitors because we're here talking Dapa. How do you guys manage to cut above the rest as far as competition is concerned?
Na ke na le a little bit of background ya retail le sales. Mo di shopong tota go tswa hela gore wena so se itseng ke eng. Tshwanetse re thalaganye so tshwanetse re se ira ga le mo teng ga shop. Le gore o monitor yang your stock o khona gore o ipapatse sente kana o rekise sente.
Maungo Craft creates delicious and unique gourmet craft jams and chutneys. Their production uses indigenous foods from Botswana and healthy superfoods. Some of the products they have on their shelves include smoked morula, chili and ginger jam, morula lemon and vanilla jam, beetroot, onion and baobab jam, as well as roasted chili.
I think the biggest thing for us is being incubated made it possible for us to go into retail. Yes. So we were operating from the house for a very, very long time. Yes. So once we got here, so right now the Kosafana now in Trans and Square Mart. The other ones are a little bit difficult to get into, but we're in those ones right now. And it made it possible for them to say, you are operating out of a place that can be certified. They've also helped us greatly with, like Yemi was saying, we're in the process of getting HACCP certified, which is an international certification. It'll allow us to also grow the business and also start exporting.
And we met with them, I think, a few years ago. They came to the house, they saw our operation, they saw what we needed to scale. They provided us with training since then, obviously the facility and market linkages. People often say the word market access, but the practical meaning of that in terms of meeting different parties.
Another business incubated at the Kutla Center is Len Bakeries, which specializes in making cakes, buttercream and premixes. Cakes by Len Bakeries can be found at the Square Mart in the CBD.
We started in 2014, starting by baking cakes, baking cupcakes, and then after some time, then I started selling to people. People got interested, then I sold to them, and then we grew over the years to where we are right now. Besides cakes and cupcakes, we also make discounts for different events, for Manyalo, for Dintu. We also bake mapakiwa, for street vendors, for also events. Street vendors, they come, they buy our bread, and then they sell around town in the mornings. We also have our employees who also sell the bread around town in the mornings. Again, you have buttercream. Buttercream is this cream that you find in the middle of a cake. Okay. Yes, we make that buttercream and we sell it to bakers around the country. And people in the region, they've also showed interest in getting this product because, like as I usually say, traditionally, bakers, they love making their own buttercream. But it takes time. It also uses resources. So now if you're going to go to a shop and buy a ready-made buttercream, it's going to save you a lot of time. It's also cheaper. So we thought, okay, maybe we should go that way of making buttercream for bakers to make this easier for them. Again, we also have cake premixes. I know a lot of people, they're interested in baking. But then to bake is a challenge to them because they don't know how to get the right mixtures, how to get the right things, or even where to get some things in the shops. So now we decided to come up with a ready-made cake premix. You just take it, you add eggs, you add cooking oil, and then you bake, and then your cake is ready.
Sunflower Desserts is another business operating from the Kutla Incubation Center. The company makes cakes, cupcakes, cakesicles, macarons, and cake pops. Aeronautical Solutions designs and manufactures model aircraft and drones. The company offers a scenic flight experience inside the cockpit where one takes a scenic tour using UAV. The last company that the Assistant Minister visited was Floritech, a test tube manufacturing company.
Prime time life.
Lea e thusa dikgwebo tse dipotlana ka 1,000 pula go dinamola mo manokonokong a COVID-19. Fa o amogetse SMS go tswa kwa Lea, e kopanye le ofisi ya Lea kgotsa motlabo wa dibuka o gaufi go tsenya kopo ke gore application. Go tlhokega moriti wa umang o netefaditsweng le hawker's license kgotsa mokwalo wa maikano o rurifaditsweng ke kgosi kana ba sepodisi. Moikopedi gape o ka tlatsa dipampiri tsa ikopelo mo maranyaneng a www.lea.co.bw/publications a bo a di romela kwa isf2020@lea.co.bw. Bagwebi ba ba iseng ba ikwadisi ba ka dira jalo kwa tsebeng ya SMEregistration.lea.co.bw. Mogwebi re go tlhoma kwa pele.
Prime time life.
One of the benefits that businesses domiciled or incubated in the Kutla Incubation Center enjoy the subsidized office and production space lower than that of the market price or rate.
Incubation is where you take somebody from where they are. Basically, you've got to believe in the concept. And most of the people here, if you look at those who are in bakery and all that, about 3 of them, they would say, I was working from home. So we saw the potential that they work from home, but the concept is quite great. Now, how do we then scale them up and expose them to issues around standardization, to issues around process engineering? Because obviously for them to access certain markets, they will have to go through those processes. So the idea was to expose them and make them into a more professionally run businesses with processes, with certification and all the standards required, so that then we can now, once after 2 years they are ready, now they can expand outside, and then we bring others into the incubator.
Now, and this one is for the benefit of everyone, really. This incubation system, Yalona Lilia, it's proven to be working, and it's working very well. I mean, I've walked around the projects, I've been here before. Let's talk about your expansion plan. Is this the only one that we have? If not, how's the future looking like?
We do have other initiatives across the country. For instance, we have an incubator in Francistown, where we have expanded to helping SMEs to produce bottles. We have other initiatives in Molebatsi, where we are refurbishing the factory because we want to set up the manufacturing sector in Boka. We are refurbishing to have about 10 textile manufacturers whom we are actually going to support with equipment, capacity and everything, so that now when we speak the sale of uniform is one area that we can actually make a mark around.
Ke simole ka gore ke bua boitumelo ja me ke itumetse thata go bona se dikgwebo tse di harologaneng di se dirang le se le ya se dirang se le ya le lephata mo go rona mo ministering wa ipapatso papadi le madirelo gore ba ira tiro e ntle thata ba tsweletse sentle thata re tswa go bona dikgwebo tse di harologaneng me kana se tshwantse gore o se lemoge gore kana le ya se dira ga ke serubi hela gore gore le khona gore le gole pele ga le thuba mme ke sone se dirang e tsa bone ba eleng gore lemoga gore ba kana le bokgoni ba ka ya go gongwe mme ga bana ditsompelo le ya tabe ba tsa e be ba gone mo serubing sone se e be ba thathella e be ba thusa ka ba ka nnang teng e ba thusa ka sone serubi e be ba thusa ka dithuto e be ba thusa le gone gore ditiro tsa bone di nne tsa boleng jo bontseng jang di tsengwe mo BOPS kana ISO certification gore di kgole gore di rekisiwe di na le boleng.
How business ready are these SMEs in your view?
Kgwebo potana tse di siame di eme malala a laotswe tse re di boneng tse dingwe di na le bo 3 months di le gone ha mme nna ka go agame ne ke bona ela gore di se di ka togela ga le gore yaanong di ye go hoga di le nosi di tsene mo marketeng jaaka ne ke bua kana se le ya se dirang gompieko ke serubi ke incubation ke go dira gore e kgona gore e itshetele e tswele konta ke na ke bone dilo di gagamatso ke bone dilo tse dinte thata ke bone ba ba dirang marotho ke bone ba ba dirang dilo tse di thapang melora le tse di itshasiwang mme se se ntente se se monate se sa gamatsang ke gore tse tsotlhe tse ne di dirisa meamuso ya lehatshe la rona ba ne ba dirisa indigenous products.
Prime time life.